took me when I first heard that travel agents existed and thought, what, why, how? You are not alone. You're in welcome company. I first booked with an agent who I personally knew after my first trip going back to Disney for a celebration. And she reached out and said, hey, like, can I plan this for you? I would love to. And my response was, well, I don't really want to pay anything more. And I love planning things myself. That's part of the fun. But I know you personally and I care about you. So what I will do is I will plan every single detail of our trip. And then I won't book anything until to me and, like, show me something like new or more or less prove your worth, and I would be happy to book with you. Yes, I was that tough of a sell myself. I was highly skeptical and like, why do they exist in the day of the internet? So I was doing a very, very budget trip for various reasons. Lots of people have budgets, but this one was a particularly just want to get into the parks and spend time with a very close friend. So I picked a spot off property. I mean, I picked all of the meals you could imagine, like down to what we would be sharing at various places, based on what all the blogs were saying were the best. Again, I love planning things. So after I sent what I had back to my friend who was an agent, she got back to me with something on property, including a ton of more food for $20 more than what I had found. And I was floored, and I had no idea that there were discounts that I didn't even know to look for, that I applied for. So we would have had a wonderful trip no matter what, but that's really what made me realize travel agents' worth. And then the second thing that I found interesting and did not know, and it's not common knowledge, is that travel agents do not cost anything extra unless they go out of their way to charge a planning fee. You will find them out there somewhere, but I don't, and a lot of agents don't. And if you book a package with us, our travel services are free. We do things like offer itineraries, what the best like hotel and food options will be for your group. We can make great recommendations because we have just vast personal experience. So yeah, booking with a travel agent is not going to cost you any more than booking directly. For me, consists of some sleepless nights if a discount is releasing. I make a new best friend. That's right, it's coffee. You can never have too much coffee, in my opinion. I will say sleepless nights because if a discount releases, it's usually, at least for the Walt Disney Travel Company, they're often times between, midnight and 9 a.m. So that is a big range, and since there is limited availability, that means if I have the option, I don't sleep and I just keep waiting to see until it releases. Several other agents do this as well. We are very, very diligent about getting discounts for our clients whenever they are available. We support each other. For those that are sailing away on a cruise or maybe on a different time zone if they're vacationing, or for some of our other agents who are also part-time and have other day jobs, we also and then sometimes it just means I'm getting up a little bit early. One benefit of booking with an agent, especially with Disney, especially if you're going to World, is that we can also make your dining and fast pass reservations for you. You can still choose whatever you want. You can still change whatever you want. You have full access to your My Disney Experience account. But if you would prefer to sleep in, past 6 or 7 Eastern Standard Time, then or if your schedule just does not allow for that time for you to be online or on the phone making reservations, that's what we're here for. So a really fun part of my job is when I get to send early emails to clients saying, hey, I saved you money, or hey, you can go and see all of your dining reservations or all of your FastPass reservations. For those who don't know, FastPass is open 60 days in advance. So for those who are staying on property, if you are staying off property, they open 30 days in advance. So just a little nugget of knowledge. And then a really fun part of behind the scenes for me would be whenever I go to the parks or experience any sort of travel firsthand. I go often, so I have that first-hand knowledge for my clients. And if there's anything new to experience that I can possibly do myself, I do it. So an example would be they just opened a new tower in Coronado Springs last fall. I was sailing on Disney Cruise Line with my mom, so we just made sure and stayed a night there before the travel industry, and I did intentional in-parks research for about a year before I became an agent. So my answer is a little bit controversial, but in all honesty, it's Mulan, and I cannot wait to see the new film.